This is, go ahead.
It is the 14th of March, 2019, WIKISPEED Standup. Lorne, go ahead.
Okay, it's Lorne Salter, Gabriel Island, British Columbia. And this past week, I did a kind of eclectic mix of reading about Arduino, or pardon me, sensors, and Raspberry Pi and Python, and looking at some, but not as many as I would like to have, of the many postings Michael Olchek did. Coming week, I've got two obligations. One is to do the receipt for Michael, the complete receipt, and two is to do the reporting for the charitable for 2017, I think it is. So that I get that out of the way, and then let's hope I get to ordering Raspberry Pi and Arduino. And this is a good day to order Pi today. And blocks are the usual. Looks like I'm eliminating some and taking on others, but that's the usuals for me. So that's it for me.
Sorry, you kind of surprised me there. It's Michael Olchek, Saskatoon, Canada. Last week I made a fair bit of progress. I did talk to Lorne about posting the videos, because it does take some time to do it. He was interested, so I got some of them edited. Two of them don't want to load to YouTube. They keep showing as deleted. I really don't understand that. But there's 6 out of 9 of them are up there. I got a hold of Christina at WikiFactory to set up WIKISPEED as an organization so that we can have forums and stuff. We'll have to experiment a bit with that and see if it's a good place to hold some of our files, and perhaps some of the topics would be better organized there. I did post the Arduino programs to WikiFactory. I didn't get the password reset on GitHub. That's for next week. And YouTube. I didn't put the videos on WikiFactory. I just put the playlist on WikiFactory because it doesn't look like they actually store videos. And that's about it. Next week, I am looking to edit and post the remaining video, if I can figure out why it won't take it. Get the password reset for GitHub so that I can post the files on GitHub, and then get back to testing, so soldering the signals that I had destroyed or messed up somehow. See if I can get a little bit better and more reliable way of soldering. I got to look through some videos to see if we can take the chips that are on the board and perhaps just put them in sockets, and that way we won't have to solder to such teeny little pieces of the perf board. Yeah, that's probably all I'm really going to get done. If it's a good day to buy Raspberry Pis today, then maybe I'll pull the trigger as well. And blocks, I'm chugging along. It would be nice if there was more people providing input, but such is life. I guess that's it for me. Oh, Lorne, you still look like you're muted. Lorne, if you're trying to talk, I'm not getting you. Oh, video still seems to be working. I'm in my basement. I apologize. Okay, looks like we might have lost Lorne. Well, maybe I will just continue, and when Lorne comes back, we'll get him to go through his retrospective. My retrospective, I got 12 points done. I had targeted 10, so I'm going to give myself 10 out of 10. And team, again, I'm going to give 8 because we got things moving. Hopefully, Lorne's going to be able to locate some Raspberry Pi stuff to purchase, and I'll join him in that. I'm not sure what Lorne had for crosstalk. I've got a couple of things, but nothing serious. Uh-oh. It says pause or stop recording. Okay. It's possible that we're recording. Did you get a message?
I got a message. Yeah, kind of. Yeah, I see the message. I see it. Say.
Yeah, I see a recording message as well. Okay. So, what do you want to do for crosstalk?
Oh, yeah. So I'll say I still see nothing, and also my friend who always texts has not responded. So, we're in an information vacuum.
Yeah, I'll see what I can find about a possible interruption, or anyway, I'll post what I find. So you're gonna do some Raspberry Pi shopping tonight?
I'm gonna coordinate with you the way we did on the car, so I'll let you know what I'm thinking before I get anything, if that's okay with you.
Sure. Yeah, I didn't get down to the makerspace, so I didn't buy any more supplies. I didn't buy another Arduino or anything.
Yeah, I think one thing I might do is call the local maker people and tell them, hey, if you're not doing this, why don't you?
Well, if they have to buy the stuff because they're going through a lot of it anyway, selling it at whatever profit because they happen to have it just right at hand sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, and then you sent me a couple of things about what to buy in terms of a kit. And I think my last question to you, and I do want to bring this up, was that that Canadian site that I found that seemed to have good stock and a good inventory.
Had good prices. It was tough to find out. Like it was almost like they didn't want to list what was in the kit.
Yeah, right. So they don't have they have a pretty bad website. So then phone them. It's Canada. Phone them. Ask them.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. So I'm going to make that effort and actually tell them, hey, try and put what's in the box. They need what's in the box on the website.
And if I was to buy this and want to plug it in and make it work, what am I missing?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. Well, I'll take that's something I'll take on for this week. Just so much stuff. Oh yeah. All the stuff you're doing with the wiki. Have you tried the Google Photo for putting up short? I would recommend it for short videos because you can put them all on a page, and they play. They all are playing. So if you have a half dozen, plus you can have photographs, still photographs on the same page, and notes, things that you write, short things. It's a photo album, so it's not perfect, but I told you my son, for his article for Make in 2009, 2008 or something. Anyway, he was wondering how he was going to send video, or not video, send high-res pictures. At the time, that was a challenge, and he ended posting them on Google Photo with a private link and to the publisher, and they were able to get them. So,
okay, well, that's certainly like everybody at WIKISPEED probably has a Google account. So.
Yeah.
And they are free after all.
Google's ended something. Something is ending. Google's gotten out of, what is it, Google Plus or all that stuff? Yeah. Is that
Google Plus, the social network thing?
Yeah, and it sounds like it's to reduce the chance of the EU charging them with being a monopoly. Maybe.
Oh, okay. I just thought that Google Plus wasn't that popular. I mean, I've never had anybody invite me to Google Plus, I guess.
Didn't take off like they hoped, but you know, they have a lot of things that aren't popular that they still keep in the lab.
True.
You can join. So I think anyway, and I guess there's risks with social networks too.
Yeah, everybody seems to keep getting hacked.
Yeah. So all this stuff is. Oh yeah, I sent you an article from the latest make that just arrived in my email. I haven't got the.
Yeah, I haven't gotten a chance to look at it yet. Hopefully, well, maybe tonight, maybe tomorrow.
You're talking about $10 cards, but it's so similar because they so reverse. It gives the instructions, but gets you not like your details for figuring out. And then it says these are cheap little cards. They may be different. Each one may be different, even though they're all the same model. The pinouts and everything may be different.
Well, worth looking at.
Yeah, and it's a mesh. The example it gives is 3 cars all moving simultaneously, but it has some Python programs, I think, for different bits.
Well, I mean, at the very least, we can use it as an example, I guess.
So 2 days ago, USA Today want to turn off. It could happen if the solar, but that's not today. So this is most secure. I am probably going to turn on my radio. Okay, and my last comment here, if do you want to get away?
No, I'm good for a bit.
Yeah, okay. Are you aware that Android devices?
I'm sorry, your radio's interfering real bad. I'm having trouble understanding it.
Yeah, I didn't turn on the radio yet.
Well, there's something that's giving you squeaks and squawks in the background, kind of.
Yeah, no, I don't know what that is.
Oh dear. Okay.
Hello.
Yep.
Okay, I can hear you. Okay, I hear a little bit of squeaking.
Okay, well, it's much better now.
Yeah, okay. Are you aware that there is a FM radio chip in Android devices?
No.
So it uses this thing. You have to have the headset plugged in as an aerial, but it works. So that when we had the 4-day power outage this year earlier, that was how I got the news. 2 hours. Like turn on the phone or any of my tablets, and but you, so the bunch of the apps. Mine came with it, I think. So the apps, you have to make sure it's the app that's a real FM radio that uses the chip, not because there's a whole bunch of FM radio and Android apps that are just aggregators on the internet of radio stations.
Yep.
But it's a great thing. Then your phone is a radio that doesn't need cell reception or anything.
That's kind of cool. I have to look at that.
Yeah.
So are you looking to start pulling apart your truck, or are you going to be waiting until we get a little bit more into the finding a way that's maybe not quite as challenging for the soldering?
No, I want to actually look at your first one and start doing the lead testing and all that stuff, and see if I can confirm your stuff. Yeah, no, I mean that's kind of a basic thing, and so I'm thinking of maybe buying. What kind of tool did you that is very tiny and pointy? Did you use that you put?
I actually used an awl. So it's a tool that you use on wood.
Yep.
uh, and I just happened to have one that was about 6 inches long. I used gaiters, and it worked. Gaiters on the lead of my electric meter, and it worked fine.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so that's I'm gonna reproduce that. I like that because one of my pointy leads kind of broke off, and I'm having trouble putting it back on. So I put an alligator on one of them anyway already.
Well, the thing is with the leads, normally they have to be beefy enough that if you push, fairly hard on them, they're not going to bend. So I understand why they make the leads the way they do, but right now the lead is wide enough that I can actually touch 2 pins at the same time, which is bad.
Yeah, right. Yeah, and actually, my multimeter I got at Harbor Freight, and so I'm actually going to show you this if this is good enough. Hang on, I'm just getting it out. If you don't mind.
Sure.
Okay, I can show it to you. Trying to pull it out without breaking it. There it is. Can you see that?
Yep. Now that should be fine.
Yeah.
Does it give you a tone when you've got good when you got continuity?
I don't know. I've never heard a tone from it. But
There's usually something with an ohm symbol or a diode, and if you touch the 2 leads together, it may beep for you.
Oh, so the ohm symbol. Okay. All right. Yeah, I'll try it. Or a diode. Yeah, all I've ever done is the DC volts on batteries or my car. But so this is one of the other things, right? The ohm. Okay. I'm very primitive. I don't.
Okay. The ohm looks like an upside down U.
Yeah. I know that.
Okay.
I'm just trying to see it on here. But anyway, yeah, I'll look for that. And so then there's a continuity beep and everything. So if this is one is okay.
There might be. There doesn't have to be, but there might be.
It doesn't turn itself off, so I have to remember not to. Otherwise, I have to replace the battery. Not to leave it on. Okay, yeah. So that's kind of what I'm interested in, and like so much stuff that you've done, and so I'm going to see how either I'm going to just imitate what you do without understanding it. It's going to be somewhere in between just copying what you do without understanding and really understanding what you're doing. But anyway, it'll be a trip. It'll be a journey.
Well, if you watch the videos, hopefully I'm explaining what I do. I'm sure I do make assumptions, but I tried not to.
Yeah. So so actually the article it's somewhat is so similar to what you're doing, but it kind of it's only 1 page or 2, so they really don't go into much detail. They just say, okay, way you go. If they call it intermediate difficulty a weekend, they rate them. They have the different ones.
Okay.
And they call it, yeah. But the mesh thing is, again, I'm not suggesting we change course, but it is a presentation that has a lot of common things in common with what you were, what I saw in your video.
Well, we've got my wife kind of excited about this. She is looking around for a larger remote control vehicle, like something a couple feet long, like a 1/6 or a 1/4 scale kind of thing. She is thinking that she may have a use for it as a wheelbarrow.
Yeah.
So hopefully we find something. I don't think we're going to find anything remote control. We might find one of the ride-on toys that the kids use, but that would probably have 40 or 50 pounds of payload capacity anyways.
Yeah. So they have like the 1 to 10, and I was hoping for something larger because in the picture on eBay they show somebody and their arms are like this, but maybe it was a very small person. They're their arms are reaching to hold the remote RC crawler. But when I
Yeah, what the 1/6 looks like it's a couple of feet, but then you start getting into the $1,000, and it's got replaceable shocks and different tires and yada yada yada.
Yeah, that whole hobbyist thing where every part costs a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
It's like a regular truck, it's just smaller.
Okay. All right. Well, so I'm going to do refresh my news search one more time.
Okay.
But so far I'm getting nothing, and that's too big a coincidence. Something happened there, and something happened.
Yeah, it did.
So I am actually going to listen to my radio, and because radios aren't that good, but they are kind of first. Because if it's them, like they may be off the air. I know the CBC radio in Vancouver that I listen to in the morning has been off a couple of times with things happening in the building, and then I'm listening to the Victoria or Kamloops radio because they substitute in the other one. So, but anyways, they do talk about it, So yeah, I want somebody live, like somebody sitting in a newsroom.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'm going to post this, and it'll be in 2 chunks, and it'll probably be a little hard to follow, but cool. I'm not sure very many people watch it besides you and me anyway.
Yeah, but we'll get ready.
Okay.
Go. Okay.
All right. I'm going to shut off the recording now.
Okay.
And we will talk to you next week.
Yep.
Actually, we'll probably talk to you later tonight if you find something to buy.
Oh, this is interesting.